Now, the Greater Accra Region MPP has, with immediate effect, called off all party activities involving mass gatherings. The directive affects health walks, floats, and all outdoor events, including rallies. The announcement by the regional chairman of the MPP, Divine Agohom, at a news conference Wednesday coincides with a statement issued by the party discouraging mass political gatherings. Annabella Ohenejan's report for Joynews.
President Akufo Addo, in his 19th update on measures taken to prevent the spread of coronavirus, has urged political parties to be mindful of the preventive protocols as they go about the activities. It follows a spike in the number of active COVID-19 cases in the last few weeks. The information minister subsequently sought to downplay the role of political party activity in the surge.
The data is not supporting that.
But the party, in a statement signed by its general secretary, says mass gatherings must be, as much as possible, be limited. The Greater Accra regional chairman of the party, however, told journalists the region has decided to suspend public gatherings altogether.
The Greater Accra regional campaign team, in consultation with the parliamentary caucus of the region, has with immediate effect and commencing from today, Wednesday, November 11, 2020, suspended all forms of work in all the 34 constituencies in the region until further notice.
Deputy Health Minister Dr. Bernard Okoboy is encouraging all to pay heed to this new development.
Don't assume the virus is gone because we are not dying in the thousands like elsewhere. Make sure that you wear your mask.
All who fail to adhere to the new directives by the leadership will face the disciplinary committee of the party. Annabella Ohenejan's report for Joynews.
Right, so let's have a look at the statement from the MPP signed by the General Secretary, John Buedu. He says the MPP is seriously concerned with increasing spate of non-adherence to the health protocols on COVID-19 prevention by the Ghanaian public, particularly among the political class during these times of heightened campaign activities ahead of the 2020 general elections. These activities, including health walks, floats, outdoor events, mini rallies, and the likes, have largely been characterized by some breaches of the COVID-19 safety protocols, such as the protocols on social distancing and the wearing of face masks. In the wake of the rising Ghana's new coronavirus cases over the past 2 weeks, raising concerns about a possible second wave of the virus in the country, the MPP admonishes its members and sympathizers, including the various regional and constituency campaign teams, to limit campaign activities that involve mass gatherings. As much as possible, health walks and mini rallies should be discouraged, especially where it is becoming difficult or impossible to enforce the safety protocols. The lives of our country, men and women, can certainly not be jeopardized on the altar of political expediency, and so observance of the protocols cannot be compromised regardless of the times we are in. This admonition also falls in line with the caution coming from managers of Ghana's COVID situation, and indeed from the President of the Republic, His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo Addo, in his latest televised address to the nation as part of COVID-19 containment measures, where he attributed the increasing cases to wanton disregard to COVID protocols. So we sought a reaction from the NDC, and the chairman of the opposition NDC, Samuel Fosu, says the party will meet in the coming days to take a firm decision on whether or not to follow suit or take a cue from the MPP's decision to ban all such forms of gathering. But he has also been reacting. He believes that the president should take blame for not complying with the protocols.
Encouraging the disregard for the safety protocols.
I don't think you need to blame politicians. You need to blame those who brought the law into existence. Because when you bring a law, you need to enforce and ensure that the law works. His Excellency the President himself signed the executive instrument and is guilty of breaking the protocol because he's been meeting people en masse, and we thought that he, as the executive president of the country who has issued executive orders, should have ensured that the orders were obeyed to the letter. But as time goes on, you realize that they themselves were relaxing the laws, creating an impression as if...
Mr. Fosambo, you are not absolving the leadership of the NDC from any blame.
Let me start from where I'm coming, because, I mean, we didn't put the law. As far as we are concerned...
We have seen videos of former President John Mahama, some of your executives not wearing the mask as well.
As far as we are concerned, anywhere that we go, we wear our mask. President Mahama has always been in mask. In any situation where he's even indoors, even as I accompany him to do a lot of engagement with other stakeholders, he wears the mask. Sometimes it is only when he wants to speak and he doesn't want his mouth to be muffled by the mask that we do all the protocols. We spray as we even went on the campaign, any time that we are speaking, he has his mask on, we spray we observe the protocol, we do the spraying, we do everything.
But Mr. Fosambo, I'm saying that there are many instances where, granted that even former President Mahama as an individual does observe the protocol.
Not only as an individual, all of us on his team.
And that cannot be true, because we have videos, we have pictures where many of your executives fail to wear the masks, and you see them going about the activity without any mask. In fact, you rarely hear them encourage the people who mask up to wear the mask. Well,
with regard to where I move with His Excellency, the flag bearer, President Rawlings, former President John Mahama, and the running mate, Professor Jenana Opoku-Agyeman, I have accompanied both of them. And in any situation that we find ourselves, we have gone to situations in areas where we've been cautioning the people why they are not wearing masks. In fact, it will interest you to know that we've gone somewhere and we said that, look, why are you not wearing the mask? So, the COVID is Accra-based disease, and that there's nothing like COVID in their area. And so you then have to blame those who were supposed to do public education, sensitize the people, and let them know the dangers in not wearing masks. And I'm saying that the buck stops with those who put in the laws in place. If you know that you are putting a law in place and you cannot implement the law. And
given the position of the party you lead, and of course the platform that you have, shouldn't you be encouraging people?
We have always been encouraging people.
But I'm wondering, are you going to follow suit, issue a directive? Because
I cannot.
The truth of the matter is that sometimes, yes, we cannot blame you because the people mask up spontaneously. But then, if you are going to follow what the NPP is doing by placing a ban on activities that would bring people together, then you're going to control that.
We will encourage people to observe the protocols. Taking a decision does not lie with the chairman sitting here to say that I'm going to place a ban. What I'm going to do, and as we've been doing, is to continuously encourage the people to observe the protocols and ensure that they do things that will minimize the possibility of encouraging and increasing the rate at which the coronavirus infection is. I mean, I thought that Ghana were on the threshold of fighting it. We were almost there, and then there are a lot of relaxation from everywhere. And we as executives, look, as I speak to you now, we have enough face masks and face shield in place. Even on election day, we are preparing to ensure that all our party agents are given the necessary PPEs to move into the polling station. We are working out a scheme to ensure that people observe the protocol.